we will greet one another not in the stereotype greeting but in another way of greeting since today is already a new year in our calendar. Can we greet each other by saying, amazing afternoon po. Amazing afternoon to all of you. My dear friends, since we are all amazing and you are all amazing even though the weather is so cold, but and yet you are still here, you are really amazing. I thought that you will stay at home or have your shopping spree, and yet you are here. So amazing. I thought that there were only a few people attending the Mass, but here you are. You are here attending the Mass, and that is amazing. Amazing grace, amazing blessing coming from God. Kaya nga po, pwede ba ay sabihin ninyo at atin pong sabihin ang ating mga katabi natin, i-greet natin ang bawat isa. Sabihin po ninyo sa katabi po ninyo ay sa kaliwa. Kaliwa na lang po tayo. Sabihin po ninyo sa kaliwa, no, bagong taon na. Magbago ka na. Ayan, no? Yun po ang message ni John the Baptist here. It's something new, it's New Year, so we have to change. Okay. Sa kaliwa naman, para makabawi kayo sa kaliwa. Sabi niyo sa kaliwa, bagong taon na. Bawal maging kuripot sa Diyos. Ayan, na. You know what? I am so amazed because every time I celebrated Mass here, there were only few people attending the Mass because you are all stingy in giving your time to the Lord. And yet here you are all somehow very generous of your time. You are giving much of your time to celebrate the Mass, and you are here attending the Mass. I hope you will sustain that particular grace that you receive by always attending the Mass, not so stingy, but being generous to the Lord. Masyado tayong kuripot sa Panginoon. Wala tayong panahon na ibibigay sa Kanya. When we are celebrating Mass in weekdays, I can only count in my fingers those who attend the Mass. But here you are, a lot of people, it's so amazing. My dear friends, the first month of January was taken when Pope Gregory was writing this particular calendar. He put the first month of the year to the Roman god Janus. Januarius in Latin, January in English. Janus has another characteristic. The Roman god Janus has two faces. One face looking forward and the other face looking backward. So duplikara po ang Roman god Janus. And why is it that Pope Gregory was putting this Roman god, the pagan god Janus, in the first month of the year? Pope Gregory was somehow giving us a message that as we enter into another year, we must always to look, facing forward. We have to look for something greater, something better for the next year, 2025. By setting our goals, our priorities, by putting some vision, by putting something for our mission. By looking at that, we are forward-looking. Just like the Roman god Janus, he will always face forward. Every time the people will leave the city of Rome, the face of Janus will always look at them, looking forward. My dear friends in Christ, I hope that we are also like that. As we enter into another year, this year, 2025, we must always remember that make priorities, set goals, make some sort of vision, make some sort of mission to fulfill for this year 2025. So that as you enter into another year, you can already give a target. Ay, nagawa ko na po ito. Hindi ko na dadalhin in the year 2026. And in the same way, the Roman God Janus has one other face at the back. It is always to remind us that we must try also to remember, to reminisce those good things, good memories, good legacies, good things that we did in the year 2024, but left behind all those things that could not move us into another year. Halimbawa po, may mga backlog tayo na mga feelings on the year 2024, then siguro po ay it is to remember us that we need to do that. Halimbawa, a time to forgive. You will never somehow forgive with a person, then maybe this year, set the goals, set the priorities that you have to forgive the person. If you are not so, if you are not giving so much, then this year, it will be an abundant year for you. A year of giving, a year of forgiving, a year of sharing, and a year of serving. And that is what we are going to do in the next year to come. Yung mga hurts, pains, aches that we experienced last year, 2024, we must leave it behind. If you are hurt last year, don't bring that hurt again in this year, 2025. Because you will just carrying the burden. It will just overburden your heart. That somehow, sometimes our heart could not cope up, could not even bring it, could not even hold on to it. Kaya nga sa sobrang bigat ng ating nararamdaman, because we could not leave it behind, those pain, those sorrows, sadness, loneliness, anxieties that we experience in the year 2024, sometimes we are tense, ma-overburden tayo. It will create something terrible things for us in this year 2025. So if you are hurt yesterday, last 2024, don't bring it this year 2025. Leave it behind. Forgive. Forget. Anyway, those hurts, pain that you experienced 2024, it's just part of history. It is just part of your past. Don't bring that hurt, that pain, that unforgiveness heart, that pride, and everything in this year 2024. Leave it behind in the year 2024 and continue your journey in the year 2025. This year, it will not become a new year for you if you will not change your mindset. This year, 2025, will not become a new year for us if you will not change your views, your point of views, your attitude, your character. It will not be a new year for you and for us if we will not change, magbago. Kung ganun pa rin yung mentality natin, artista pa rin ang nasa isip natin, baka ang ating bansa ay mamumulubi na. Lahat na lang ng mga leader ay iyak-iyakan lang tayo, aartistahin lang tayo. Marami na sila sa Senado, wag na nating dagdagan pa. Diba? Ang hirap na ng bansa natin. No? Paiyak-iyakan lang tayo, papugi-pugi lang tayo. Tapos na. Change. Become better. Marami nang gustong magpapahalal in the year 2025. They are son of God, they are good, as they say. Pag nga tayong magpauto, nauto na kayo last time. Di ba, nauto na kayo. Nagbubuto kayo dahil ay magiging 20 kilos na ang bigas. Tumaas pa nga. Huwag na kayong magpauto, nauto na kayo. Change. The change is in your hands. This new year will not become new year if it is the same thing, the same mindset, the same attitude, the same habits, the same vices that we are doing. There's not, you cannot say New Year for you if you are doing the things that you are doing last year. Ganun pa rin yung pag-iisip natin. Ay, Father, dito naman ako nakatira, mga damak yung mga tao, maging damak na lang din ako, Father. It's not a new year. There's something new. It's still old. The old in us, the old last year, it's still happening this year. And it's not New Year. Hindi po yan ang New Year. The New Year is if we change to become good, to become better. My dear friends, the decision is in your hands. If you make this year a new year, change to become better, to become good.